Hello, Always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 41, as I always do before we play any games. I just had a massive meal and I am very full. Hello, Mimzovic. Yeah, I almost didn't stream tonight. I've been so busy. I've had no time to play chess. Yeah, just no time. Just been working all the time. Okay, I'm going to start at the 1 minute mark here. I totally overate. Okay. And we have mate in 2 here. Yeah, I forget how to play chess. It's been so long. Oh, he got an I am norm. Yeah, I saw that he won. I saw that he won. And I've got a plus score against him, which I can take to my grave. I forget what I am, like 2.5 or 3.5. No, I think it's 2.5 to 1.5 or something. Something like that. So I think I can take on F6 here. Exactly. Yeah, I have a lot of those, like against Johan Aljo. I'm having trouble thinking I ate so much. I don't know. I keep wanting to look at F4, like knight F4, right? But I could hit his queen. I don't know what I'm looking at here, though. Oh, his knight is under attack. Oh my god, look how rusty I am. That's amazing. So I just take the knight. Is that what this is? That is insane. Okay. So I can give a check. Take. He's going to take my bishop. These are hard, I feel. I always say that. That's my... Hello, the chess kid. I mean, I like my chances after I take the rook and then go back to h8. But he does have a queen. And, you know, he can give me check and then he can go to c2. Justin Shu. Is that who the chess kid is? I saw that the 73-year-old grandmaster didn't do very well. I mean, I know that's an older age, but still, I mean, you're a grandmaster, right? James Tarjan. I mean, 73 isn't super old. Oh, so did you say you beat him or drew him? You beat him. Wow. Congrats on that. I saw a video where Neil was playing Ginger GM entitled Tuesday because I was watching Ginger GM's YouTube video, and that was a close game. So that's impressive. Yeah, like Neil is good. I played Neil in a Blitz tournament, and I know he literally wrote the book in the Nydorf, but I played it against him anyways. Hello, Federico. Yeah, I've been so busy. Okay. You know what's funny? I ate so much. My stomach is so large right now. I can't even move. Like, I don't even want to move because I just can't. Oh, you don't know who Mimzovic is? On YouTube chat. Okay, I'm just going to minimize because I've been on this one too long. So I'll just explain my thought process. Obviously, there's a check and we can take the rook, right? But I'm not so sure what I think about this. You know, we then have a check on d6, king e8, which doesn't really lead too much. So so I'm confused. I mean, I could consider giving a check first. I don't see how that would be beneficial. I mean, really, this has to be right. This has to be the first move. Right, and then, yeah, so we go to a3, I presume. And I presume he takes the bishop. And then I can go back to h8. Right, and then there's queen c2. And I don't know. I don't know how this is rated 1300. That's what's... Although I'm probably missing something super obvious. I could almost give a check and then play queen e3, or bishop e3 rather. Try to get this in. But that seems so complicated for 1300. You know, queen g7, king e7, bishop e3. I don't know. I can't believe this is number 9. I don't know. Can it really be that hard? Maybe it just ends here because otherwise I don't know why it's rated 1300. I bet you it ends after queen b7. But looking beyond that, queen g2, king a3, queen g1. I don't know. Maybe a check on c7. It goes back to f8. No, he can't. Okay, he can't do that because of mate. So he's got to go to e8, and then we take another pawn on c6, and we have more pawns there. But that's not so simple to assess, but that seems to be correct. And I bet you it's going to end after this. Yeah, that's terrible because you have to see that whole thing. I'm going to open up chat again. You have to see that whole thing. It ended too soon. So lower rateds are finding that you win the rook and then they don't look beyond that. Okay, so anyways, this is just a mate. I have chat minimized again because it helps me focus. We are white. There's a fork. Must be good. And then they're just giving us silly puzzles here. Okay, so we have a mate in 2. So let's do that. We are black. I think we're winning at very least this rook here through the magic of television. And there's a check here. We are white. Yeah, I can give a check and then my pawn is promoting. Itchy nose. So if I take the queen, I'll be down a bishop. How about rook h5? I'm threatening mate. He has to give up the queen. Okay. So bishop g5 is looking good. I just gotta sometimes, you know, legalsumate. Okay, I still have chat minimized. Maybe I'll get to like 30 or something and then I'll take a break. Okay, so if I take, I don't think we can do this because we'll be down a pawn. Yeah, we'll be down a pawn at the end. I could take once and then take on d4, which looks to be correct. Yeah, that should work. And okay, we have equal material. Okay, the rook is overloaded, I think, defending c1 and d4. So I have to work out the order of operations. I might take the rook first because he needs to recapture. If he recaptures with his rook, then I can take on d4. If he captures with the bishop, I take on d4. So this seems to be correct. We are black. There's a fork here, so I might be able to take on d2. If he takes my knight on g4, I think I could then take the rook and then this fork, and I'm up something. I'm up the exchange there, I think. Yeah, so it might be queen d2, takes, check. I'm up the exchange. If he takes here first, it's the same thing. Well, it's not the same thing. I'm up a... Yeah, so this seems to be correct. We are black. This is going to be a deflection at the end, so we'll win the exchange. We are white. That's our opponent's king. I would like to promote it to a queen. If he goes king g7, okay, so how about rook g7? Right, if he goes king h5, then I push. And if he goes rook a8, then I got rook g8. And similarly, if he goes to e6, I can push again. So yeah, we just go f7. Okay, 24. Check. If he goes here, it's mate. So he needs to go to f8, and then it's mate. So it's mate in 2. We are black. Chat is still minimized. Check. If the king moves, I'm taking his queen. So he needs forced to play bishop d4. And then I can again just take. Okay, we are black. I have a check. There's f4. Could I then take, check? How about check? He needs to move his king. If king c2, then I can, then I take this one, check. Okay, so that's looking good. Because I'm going to take on b2. Yeah, so this seems to work. 27, we are white. Check, he can't go here because of the fork. So I think he has to go to h3. And then it's mate. So this wins the queen. 28. I think I can take the knight. 29. And I'll take a break after this one. We are black. We have, I think, a rook and a bishop for the queen. So I think it's kind of equal material, I think. No, we don't have a rook. Sorry, we have 2 minors for the queen. Okay, so I don't think it's, oh, is his queen trapped here? Bishop f8. I think it's trapped. Yeah, I don't see where he's going. Okay, we should take, okay, taking a break, opening up chat here. And I see that the whole number 1, number 2 thing is still there, which I hate with a passion. It's so hard to read the chat. Okay, nothing too interesting in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and minimize it again. I'll come back maybe at like 35. Okay, we are black. Well, invade the king. Only legal move is king f1. And then I think it's just mate. So it's just a mate in 2. All right. Bowden's mate. 31. There's a fork. We are currently down the exchange. We have a pawn for the exchange. So this could be good. I don't know what would be better here. So this might be a silly puzzle. Am I just taking and then being happy with the passed pawn? We're up a pawn if I take the rook. Or could I do better? I don't see myself doing better here. I don't think I like this puzzle. If this is the solution. I don't like that one. Yeah, that's the first one I'm going to complain about. Actually, the second one. I didn't like the very first puzzle, or whatever that 1300 one was. Okay, so I think I can sack, and then I get it. What do I get? I essentially win a bishop. So that looks good. 33. We are black. Equal material. There's a fork. So he needs to move his queen somewhere. And then I win a pawn. Is that all? Are we just happy with that? I don't see what would be better. So I'm going to play it, but I think I also don't like this puzzle. Now, you could argue that I take... No, because he takes the knight. So, yeah, I think we're just taking on e5 here. I did not like that one. Yeah, so I'll take a break after this one again. We are black. I think we can pick up this rook through geometry. So let's look at this check. He can't go to a light square. So he has one move. Then I could maybe play g3 check. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I think I'm going g3 and then I'm winning the rook. Because I have queen h1. Yeah, so here, the only thing is I don't want to give up the pawn if I don't have to, so I'm looking for better, but I think I'm just cash in now. That's still a lot of work, though. But that should be good. Okay, I'm going to take a break, open up chat. Nobody said a single word. Okay, so back to the puzzles. I have chat minimized again. So I'm down a knight for 2 pawns. So the material is somewhat equal here. Could I play rook d8, pinning his knight on d3? Because he cannot move it anywhere. And I'm threatening... Well, but what am I threatening after that? Like, if it was my move again, am I going to take on d3? No, I'm not. So that's weird. Wow, I think this is weird. I think there's a fork right here. Queen d4. That's insane. I think it's queen d4. I'm going to open up chat. That's crazy. It's a fork. And he can't move the knight on d3 because he can't defend the rook on d2. That's bizarre. Unless, do they have knight d4? Knight e4. No, I'm taking the rook. Wow, that's insane. Okay. I do have chat open. We are white. Okay. So we're down a pawn. I can give a check. And I can give another check. Okay, so this is the most forcing line. Yeah, you have to look at this. If you block with the queen for some reason, I have other checks. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. Oh, maybe then I could go bishop c5. Or even bishop c5 right away. How dangerous is this? Oh, this is hard. Oh, this is tough. This is the tough one. Okay, so if I take. Okay, let's. I think bishop c5 could be a thing, but let's just take a look at this, and then queen d5, queen d6. Check. I don't know where he goes. King c6. I think he's doing okay. Bishop c5. First, if he takes on f2, it really scares me. King f2. I mean, he's coming in. See, I don't like this. If this wasn't here, it would be easier. I don't like bishop f2. Oh. One nice thing about rook d5 is that we then have discoveries on its queen. In some cases. I just don't like gf2. This one might get me. Yeah, because no matter what I do, let's just say this happens. And let's say I go bishop c5. Well, I can't do that because my rook's hanging. So let's say I start with bishop c5 and then check. Yes, I could bring the bishop back, but I think I have to go king f2. And then if queen h4, it just doesn't look good. I mean, I don't see how that could be good for me, ever. Ever. Yeah, that's what leads me to rook d5 again. And then if I take with the queen, queen d6. Check. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking the rook. I don't fully see it, but I just don't think I can allow bishop or gf2. The alternatives would be something like playing f4 or taking on g3 myself. But I'm taking the rook. Then now I have a big decision. Where did chat go? Chat died. Yeah, so again, if I can put him on a dark square, the king, I can win his queen. So he can't go to dark squares. Well, yeah, so if he flees to c8, then I can go back to a8, and then I have rook here, and then that might be enough. Right? Or even take on f5. Something like that. But I think I would come back and then rook d1 check. looks pretty good. Yeah. I already forgot what line I was looking at there. Oh yeah, that's if he goes here. So if he goes to the other light square, then I have bishop d2. He does still have this check, but after rook h2, ooh. No, rook h2, No, I think I'm okay, just king g1. Yeah, so and then the only other line I have to look at is queen d6. Which is annoying. Check, king c6, but then I have a 4. Okay, but we're going to go to here. Yeah, then so check. If he goes to c6, I thought I had here, but I don't. Well, I'll be up 2 pawns. I might even be good enough to just... No, maybe I can't. Or then I can go check here. Right? And then take... Yeah. Don't really like this puzzle so much. But yeah, if he had gone king c6, yeah, I'm just doing this. I don't really like that puzzle. It's not so clear. Okay, so I'm black. Down the exchange for 2 pawns. I think I might be able to force a fork. Can I mate him in this configuration? Check. Yeah, that's mate, right? If he takes h6 mate. So he can't take, and well, that he has to take. So that's just a mate in 2, as we say. 38. Can I just take the rook? I might be able to, because then at the end I have rook b1. Takes rook b1. Very nice. Okay, we have a check. If king... Does this guy get banned? Nope. Okay, if king f7... Wait, sorry, what am I talking about? He can't do that. Yeah, so he has to take, and then I'm hoping to fork his king and rook. Like that. There we go. And then that should be enough. Last one. Can I take on c4? I'm going to minimize chat here. So can I take on c4? If he takes, check, and I'm winning the pawn. But then there's back rank issues. So if I somehow had 2 free moves here. Yeah, so even that is unclear, even if I got this in. Ah, she didn't give me Coke Zero. Oh well. No wonder it tasted so good. So if I take on c4, and if he, I just want to refute this here. If he promotes, check, and then takes, right? We have a queen for a rook. So I do think he needs to recapture. And I would most likely have to take the queen. I think he has to go to b1, because if he goes to d2, I can take his pawn. So this is all forced. And then maybe I'm okay to just create Luft there. Because the best he can... No, not... No, because... Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about that, because he has this check, king or 7, then he does promote. Yeah, so that doesn't work. So takes, check, king b1. Maybe I could go back to c8. c8, there might be here. It's tricky. But this should be the first few moves. King b1. Yeah, it might be queen back to c8. Queen c8 if he goes rook e1. Yeah, that's still trouble. Bing, bang, boom, king b1. Here. Queen b4. No, he threatens mate. Oh, this is tricky. Bing, bang, boom, king b1. Yeah, so queen c8. And there's rook d7. H or a5. Rook e7. Then I might have king h7. And then if he pushes, then I have this fork. Okay, I'm going to take and play this out. I think, okay, and then here, yeah, I was thinking a5, but I don't know if that's the only move. No, here I was going to go queen c8. Yeah, and then if rook e1, yeah, I'm still covering that. Still covering e8. Ooh, I got it. Okay, I'm going to open up chat. That was tough. That was tough. So I was looking at this, and then this is winning. And then if rook e1, yeah, this is the move, queen f5. Wow, that was a tough one. Okay, so anyways, I got it. Took me 40 minutes. Not good, but there were some tough ones in there today. Okay, 10 viewers. The viewers came back. Okay, I'm going to play a game now. So, am I playing the bird today or am I playing e4? I have not studied the bird, so keep that in mind. I'm thinking that maybe I should go back to e4. What do you guys think? Okay, no answers in the chat. Okay, somebody said e4. But we're black. God, it's weird to play chess. Oh, what is this? Like a King's Indian thing? Boring. What do we want to do? I don't know how to play these positions. The only benefit of this is since I don't know what I'm doing, I play quicker because it's not theory and I don't care so much. Oh man, I almost threw up there. I ate so much. So I could go rook e8. I was thinking about e5. I don't know. I mean, I guess, does this drop e4? Well, then he's taking... No, I'm on here. I'm on here. Okay, so... Yeah, I don't know. He might have d4 there, possibly. Maybe I shouldn't touch anything. Okay, we're just going to defend the knight. And can I go b5 right away? Would that make sense? I don't know. I'm wasting time here. I'm kind of scared to play b5 right away, though. You know, usually you start by playing a6. But if I can get a5 for free without having played a6, that might be good. Okay. Yeah, so maybe a5 question mark. Not so sure. Okay, can I just keep pushing here? Play and ask questions. So I'll open up the A file. And I think we're doing fine here. I think we're doing fine. So I could take, and then I have a discovery. And that's already creating some weaknesses for him. Don't really have anywhere good to put this knight, though. Would this ever make any sense? Not really. And c5 is kind of flimsy. So maybe I take. How about I attack his d3 pawn? Is that a move? He can protect it. Bishop b5. You could also go queen e2. Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm really not sure. He might have d4. Yeah. Okay. Well, what did he do? He moved knight g1. So maybe I should play e5. Then if f4. He's going to play f4, hey? Okay, so let's go knight e8 then. And do I want to take here? No, well, this is going to happen. He is fast. 20. He spent 45 seconds. Wow. Push. d4. Take. Okay, this is a questionable move. It's scary, pinning my queen, but I forget why I liked it. I forget why I even like why. Oh yeah, because I was thinking about like pushing. Was my plan. I don't know if it's good though, because now how am I protecting my b pawn? He just moves his queen somewhere. Hello Vivek. He just moves the queen somewhere, and then I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I could put the knight somewhere. Actually, I could take and then, ooh, baby, this is the move. Queen b2 is the move. Oh, yeah, queen b2 here. Okay. Oh, that wasn't even my plan, but I love it. He still might have a strong center like d4, because I'm not actually threatening anything, but I'm threatening this. The c pawn's still weak. No, I like how I played that. Okay, so I'd like to, okay, so I want to, so maybe knight c7. Okay, knight c7. I'd like to ideally double up on the b file, if possible. Actually, did I have this last move? No. Okay, so he's on my queen. Okay, I'm going to trade. I don't have a whole lot of time. And then, does this win his pawn? He's got bishop d2. Attack his knight. He can come in. No, he can't come in there. Maybe I attack his knight. Oh, but then he's got discoveries on mine. But then I can take. So maybe bishop d6. Looks pretty good, actually. But he just moves it somewhere. It's still interesting. I'm going to play it. It's interesting. So he moves it somewhere. And now I probably want to move my c6 knight. Or maybe, yeah, maybe I could double up here. Because there's still stuff on b2 that I could do. What? Okay, I'll take that. And where am I going? I could challenge one of his rooks. Okay, I still don't like such things here. Would e5 make... Oh, e5 could make sense. E5, F. But I don't have to... Okay, this... Oh, but then this gets so weak. My d pawn. Yeah, that we can't allow that. No, no, no. Yeah, I don't like this knight, though. So maybe I go here so I can reroute it. Boom, boom. Yeah, this pawn is... Oh, I don't like this. Okay, so here. Okay. Here, here. Push. Okay, we're gonna play this. This is awkward. Yeah, so e5, rook d8. Technically, I could move this knight. Yeah, because this is a weak backward pawn, but and it's not going to be easy to defend. Superfluous knights here. Could do this. That's just gonna... I'm just gonna die. Can I push? No. Is he actually threatening anything here? He's not actually threatening anything. Here? He's so fast. How did he play the game so quick? I don't understand. Yeah, but my position sucks. I had a nice one once I got, like, you know, queen b2. That must have been like -1 or more for black. Okay. I've got... My position is atrocious here. Superfluous knights. Oh, he wants to undo that? Okay, we'll go here. I have no time. I played a little slow, but he just played super quick. I don't know what this move was about. I had to make it something. He just played quicker than me. he might take and then play c4. Looks pretty miserable. My God, he was fast. This check is scary. Can't take it because of this fork. He could try for this. Okay. I don't know. He was just too damn fast. He was just too damn fast. I had a really nice position, I think. Here. Okay, it's only equal. I mean, I preferred black here. So it wants me to take the queen and then knight b4. Do we win a pawn? I guess we win a pawn. Man. That being said, the knight's kind of scary on d3. Like, feels like I could get trapped there. But yeah, there's a little tactic there. And then this was all, well, it didn't like my, whoops. It didn't like knight or bishop e6. Knight b4 again. It wins a pawn. So I should have exploited this here. And then here I was just low on the clock. But he played so quickly. It was tough. Okay, I'll play another one. That was a lot of time pressure on me. Okay, we'll try it. So it seems like Raven's course doesn't do the classical Dutch. Hang on, do I have to? Is d5 a thing? I think it is. So might need to play d4 here. Not sure though, because maybe I can go e4. Okay, let's try that. We'll see what happens. Instantly plays a5. Okay. That's weird. So let's keep it simple. We're going to keep it simple here. And what, knight c3 maybe? Is this still a thing? Okay, well let's take a, I'll take a claim to the center. So I could have continued with my standard. Okay, now I just keep grabbing space, I think. Keep grabbing space. So we're not playing reverse Dutch anymore. And I think I just want to develop. B5, I can just take. I think I want that. I think I'm taking that. There's queen a5. I don't know. I'm taking it. Okay. He's fast. He's fast. Put in the knight. Trade that off. Or should I grab space? Now I'm going to go rook b1, pinning his bishop. I've never had such a position before. I really have no experience with this structure. Maybe queen e1. I don't know. Can I attack like this? This is a weird position. H3. Whoops. No, yeah, H3, right? I mean, it weakens my dark squares, though. So maybe I shouldn't do that. Because he's not actually threatening anything. Maybe push my pawns. Okay, I was just watching a video from Raven, Grandmaster Raven, and he said something like, when your opponent doesn't have a d pawn, always play e4. Should I listen to Mr. Raven Sturt? When your opponent doesn't have a d pawn, play e4. I'm going to at least consider it. Yeah, because I just watched a game that he played on YouTube. And then he times it. I think this was the right move. Am I learning from this Grandmaster Raven Sturt? Because I wouldn't have played e4 had I not watched that video. Okay. Now I remember I think he wanted to push here, but he didn't want the knight to go to a certain square, but I don't think that's available to black in this position. I don't know where did he move the knight? He moved it from the b pawn. Okay. Because I'm almost threatening to win his knight here, right? If I go e5 and then h3. Oh no, I guess he can go to h6. Is f5 a move? Could be double-edged. My position is so lovely, I don't really want to mess it up. I don't want to move anything. Oh, the e4 just transforms everything. Oh man, the bird is so awesome. Okay, so h3. I might go h3 here. Just, I don't know. h3, knight gf6. h3, knight gf6, e5. See, then I get this lovely square for my other knight. But I could go here first. Maybe I should go here first. I don't know if I should go h3 first. There is this possibility. I don't know. h3 first? Okay, I'm going to go h3 first. And then e5. I don't know if the move order mattered. Was it worth 90 seconds? e5, there's knight f5. But maybe I just allow that. Maybe I just allow it. My pieces are good. So, okay. So knight f5, then we have knight e4. Okay, so we just go bishop b3. That shouldn't have changed much of anything. And now continue into e4. I think I can do that. Ooh, hang on. There's maybe bishop f5. Is g4 too much? Probably it's too much. I don't like bishop f5. So I can always go here though, right? Yeah, so maybe I'll go, okay, I gotta move quicker. Okay, so bishop f5, bishop c2. What a position though. The bird is ridiculous. Okay, so I don't know what he's threatening. I don't like this bishop. Oh, I gotta watch out for some of this. Maybe I do attack him. Feels wrong though. Okay, I don't know. I don't know about g4. If he goes back to h6, which I think he has to, then maybe f5 here. Sack a pawn. No. Knight g5. I don't. Well, what can he do about that knight? I don't know, maybe move this one. Superfluous knights though. Okay, I gotta make a move though. I don't know. I'm gonna flag. Okay, I'm gonna take that and then I'm gonna go here. No, I'm gonna go here. Yeah, I don't want bishop a6. And then push the pawn. a4, bishop a3. Can I go e6? I gotta make a move. Maybe I should have just attacked c4. Okay, try it now. Look at this. Look at this position, though. The bird is insane. I think I can take. He can't move. Black has no moves. f6 maybe? Can't even go f6. Black has no moves. This knight is awesome on c because it dominates his bishop. Okay. Push. I am going to flag, but at least I got an awesome position in the bird. pushing. It's fast. That's back. Maybe I could have played a6, but this was my idea. F6 here. Do I want to take the bishop? No, not yet. I want to keep playing down here. Here, keep an eye on both pawns. So if he takes on e5, take here. So we open up the F file. Open up the F file. He's got a knight here, so I can't do anything on F7. Bishop's almost overloaded. Maybe I can take and then take on E6. You can take with what? He might have this. Takes here. Okay, that's a good move he made. Yeah, because here I think he had takes, and then he wins the rook. So here next. Whoops, what am I doing? Well, that was a blunder. And he wins G4. God, how did I get so low in the clock? Oh, God, every game, eh? I still have a decent position despite all of this, but because his rook is dead, which is crazy. His rook is dead. I got 30 seconds. So takes, push. A7. Maybe I should have just taken last and played A6. But anyways, I'm threatening the bishop now. This knight on C5 was just an insane piece. He's finding some good moves here. But yeah, I wanna push that. So if I takes, would that ever be good? No. Maybe I should have taken here, but no, this is the plan. But if he nullifies it somehow, but where does he go? Where's he going to go? Because I'm playing rook b8 next. Oh, he's got to bring the rook back. Yeah, then I can take here. So he may have to do this. That's if you play fancy. Okay, so maybe he's going to give up his rook somehow for the pawn. Oh, he found a way. Okay. Yeah, did I get anything out of that? "17 seconds ain't going to cut it." So he just defends. come here, knight. Might as well take it then. Oh, my bishop's hanging. Fuck. Potty mouth. Potty mouth. "15 seconds. Yeah. It's always the clock, eh? Every game. Okay, let's go straight to the engine on that one, because it's not a question why I lost. I had a nice position, though. Man, if I didn't flag, eh? But that's part of the game. I played too slow. But my opponents aren't playing well, right? It's just, I'm just old and slow. You know? And I always lose. This is what it looks like, but I always lose. I did blunder here, though. Queen G3. I mean, I was already down to a minute at this point. So, yeah, I had to stop him from going here. I don't know why I ended up playing that. But, yeah, I was already panicking on the clock. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll try another one. I'll try playing quick. I say that every time. We try it again. Bird again. But I'm also, like, this is my 8th game with the birds. So, it's like, it's hard to play quick when I am not familiar with these setups. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to play quick here. This guy has some type of prep going on. And, well, this looks good. So let's play it. And I guess I'm recapturing. And, I mean, I like this position. Can I even just go? No, I can't go F5. Can I go D4? Okay, let's go B3. Knight D7, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Could G6 be a move? I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, so I wasn't sure. I think I'm going to take. Because I'm trying to play quicker this game. Is he going to do it? I don't know. Really? I don't know about that, though. Do I want to develop? Or okay, we got to play A4. King B8, maybe? Or does he maybe c6 opens the center? What am I doing here? Am I going to, yeah, there's c6. Okay. I could move the knight. Okay, let's just keep pushing the a pawn. Worst case scenario, I lose the pawn and I have an open file, I think. Yeah, so already, so how do I get there? 1, 2, 3. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, is it more flash than substance? Maybe. But this game, I'm just trying to play quicker. Because I'm actually 2,000 again from getting flagged every game. He can open up the D file. Okay, let's continue with this journey. And if he takes on f4, I guess I could take with the rook. Then I have this backwards d3 pawn. But he's got pressure on the c pawn. Okay. I might actually take... Oh, I can hit his queen. Okay, first I'm going to take, and then I might have knight c4 in some cases. Because he's got to watch this pawn still. So, but I like this square too. Okay, so I hit the queen. Queen has to stay on the pawn. He has two ways to do that. I can actually give a check, which doesn't do much, but let's play that. Right? I'm not going to think this game, so I don't flag. So the check, he's still covered. I do have knight e6 maybe. There's almost tactics. Check. Yeah, like he can even come in here. Boom. There's always queen here. I can go back, check. Oh, it's not check. Okay. Take. Okay. Whoops, I can't do that. Well, this seems active. Let's just play it. Check. Have to watch out for discoveries on my knight. Yeah. I could do this. Whoops, what am I even... I didn't say that. Okay. Attack this pawn. Boom, boom. Kind of dangerous. Might be able to get away with it. That's always this is always dangerous here. Yeah, so maybe I go here. So boom, boom. Yeah, that's too dangerous. Could almost take. But I'm giving that's an equal trade, but these are two active pieces. Check, boom, boom. My queen is quite good there though. He's also on this rook on a1. So bing, bang, boom, bang, boom. Actually, he's got check. Check, king h1. That's still pretty good though. Now, what if he does something else? I can always take the knight. Like a5, I can go h3, I think. It is a pawn. I don't think this works. Possibly this works too. take on f8. If he takes with the rook, I have a... the fork doesn't work. And if I start with the check, that doesn't work. So yeah, possibly takes. So if he just moves the king, I'm up a pawn. Okay, I'm going to go for this. This is a little unclear to me. He will get the pawn back, but I'm going to have an active queen. And 2 rooks for a rook and 2...
Could you please rephrase what you mean by he will get the pawn back in relation to having...
Why is the stupid AI on? I don't know why Gemini does that. Gemini, whatever it's called. I don't have Gemini set up. And then it... I don't know if you guys could hear that. And it does it randomly, like once every 2 weeks. What? Does this say 100 games? Man. He's got lots of blitz games, but... So this is my 3rd game. The first 2 games, I think... I forget what happened in the first game. Like, I know I lost, but I forget if I was winning and then I just got flagged. I know that's what happened in the second game. Well, let's take a look. This was the first game. Well, not quite, not as much as the second game. Okay, so he moves the king. Okay, so I won a pawn. Here he's got rook g8. If I take, he just recaptures. If I take here, yeah, so none of that works. So maybe I just go back to b2. My knight's hanging, so maybe bishop d4 might be safer. Let's do that. I'm in some time trouble. It's possible he goes b6 and then c5, but I don't have time to double check everything. Okay. Can almost threaten that. Yeah, maybe rook f3 takes. I just take here, I think. So we'll try this. It's a weird position. Pre-move. Wonder if I should have considered c4. Well, possibly. Yeah, so I think I want to take it with a queen. And I was trying to play quicker this game, and I'm still behind on the clock by 2 minutes. I just can't play quick. Okay. Take on g7. I'm threatening mate. He might miss that. I guess he's taking my knight. Okay. So I could double up, and then maybe he's going here. But I think I'm okay there. Okay, let's play. I mean, I don't have time to double check everything. If rook f8, I will trade, I think. Yeah. This is my biggest headache. It's this knight. I mean, maybe I should just put it on a5. But I don't really... It's not... I don't know how good it is on... I mean, maybe it's pretty good there. But he goes to b8. Yeah, I'm taking... He takes with a bishop. And then I think I can take and then have a fork so I can simplify. So I might do that. Boom, boom, boom. It's time to simplify. Because I'm up a pawn. And my king is better. A little bit better. Okay. Push pawns. He's threatening that. How I could win this pawn. Here he's just going to get active. So just maintain. Just maintain. No counterplay. Don't give counterplay. Yeah, just offer a pawn trade. Passed pawn. Threatening mate. That's a good move. So maybe queen e3. Stopping everything. His king starts to get active there, but this seems sensible. If he brings in the king, I might just start pushing. I wonder if I can just keep pushing here. Because, you know, quality of pawns. But maybe I should defend. Because, again, there's no rush. Right? There's no rush here. Defend that. And I'm going to flag again, as I do every game. So maybe queen h5. Okay, so just push. He's getting, but he can get active very quickly. So I have to cover this. I just need it a little closer. Oh crap! Did I drop the pawn? I can get a draw. I think I just have a draw here. I'll just take the draw, I think. Unless... Wait, I have this. Oh, Okay, bring up the king. This is what's, yeah, that's the move that scares me. But I think he resigned because he's going to have to give me f5. Minus 11 there. The the bird secures a win. Ugh. Ooh. I like the bird. What makes me sad is I wish I started with the bird like 6 or 7 years ago. Now I have to learn so much theory. All of my E theory is done. Yeah, honestly, if I could go back in time, seriously, if I could go back in time to like 6 or 7 years ago, say 7 years ago when I started playing as an adult, I would change my repertoire to F4. It makes so much more sense than E4, D4 or anything, because everyone knows E4 and D4. Vivek says there was a nice touch he found after King B8. King B8, which there were a lot of King B8s, weren't there? The original King B8. What's Queen E6? If takes. Okay, so first of all, what if he doesn't take? Like, what if he goes knight F8 or something? Or knight C8. Oh, you take E5? No, he takes. Oh, I see. Okay, so if takes on E6, you saying rook E8, rook E8, knight F8, and then you didn't say which rook takes an F8. Yeah, Queen E6 is interesting. That would have burned a lot of time, though. I would have burned like 3 minutes on that. There's a lot to consider there. Anyways, let me look at that from the beginning. So we had this bird, and he played it kind of strange, I think, C6, but I think people just don't know what to do against the bird. I don't know what to do as the bird. And then, yeah, like all these moves were kind of strange, right? But I think he just didn't know what to do. And I think this was a bad move, knight e4, because I want to play d3 anyways. This seems sensible to me, knight e5. And I love my position already. I mean, come on. Come on. This is awesome. We've castled already. Black is not anywhere close to castling. We have a beautiful knight on e5. We have a nice center. I'll take this position every game if I could. Played b3. There might be better moves, but this looked good. I just traded off the knight. Didn't want to overthink it. He castled queenside. I don't know if I can offer a better suggestion. a4 might be a little substandard, but I thought I would try to provoke weaknesses, and I'm not sure if a6 is a weakness for him now, or b7 or b6. But yeah, tried to hunt these holes. Spent a long time here. Knight b6 is so natural, but I don't know if we're actually threatening anything there, and then it might look better than it is, you know. So yeah, went for this. Now, this was my plan, right? And then, so we have 2 rooks against 2 minors, but I like that my queen is active. His bishop is awkward here. So my rooks are close to attacking. I think I have really good attacking chances. Maybe I can't go rook b4 because of his bishop, but I thought this would have been interesting, so I went for it. And well, his position is not so good, I don't think. And I just simplified here because I'm up a pawn. And this with proper play, this might be a draw. The queen and pawn endings are pretty annoying. But yeah, I get this passed pawn, and now my job is a little bit easier. But I got maybe a little bit fortunate at the end here, because right here I missed queen e4. Oh yeah, I should have seen this right away. I didn't though. I didn't see it until a few moves later. I didn't see that I could just force a queen. Ah, man, it bugs me that I didn't. This, like, looking at it now, it's so obvious. Like, instantly, I can just trade queens here. Instantly. I don't know why I didn't see it at the time. God. Oh my God. Yeah. And then I didn't see it until right here. Then I went for it, and yeah, this is just winning. Even without the extra pawn, it might be winning, maybe. But yeah. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. What do you mean it's not my pieces when I watch? Ooh, there was a blunder here. I wonder what that was. Maybe it was my bishop takes e5 move? No, because this seemed early. But otherwise, the bird does well. Actually, let's take a look at that. I mean, I played, how many, was this the 3rd bird of the day? It was the 2nd bird, so I lost the previous bird. Wow, look at this. So back to back, I played 2 birds. The graphs are almost identical. Look at them, here and here. These are 2 different games in the bird. Look at that. That's crazy. And the bird is awesome. I mean, it just steamrolls them. Look at that. The first game I ran out of time, but the bird is good. I don't know why it's not more popular. I love the bird. And I love the Dutch. Oh man, I honestly wish I could go back in time and just start with the bird and the Dutch. Oh, imagine how deep my theory would be by now. Oh man. Yeah, it's easier when you're watching. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I was probably stressed about the clock. Okay, so looking at it from the beginning, it's still equal, and then yeah, we're slightly better here. Now, I'm curious what it thinks about b3. It's good. Anything is good here. And I was curious about the trading. Trading was fine. King h1 and e4. So what's the idea here? It's e4. You're just okay. I don't know. Not super. Nothing immediate. Okay. Now A4 was okay. Computer suggesting E4 again, or B4. I would never ever play B4. Wow, it wants to put the knight on B3. That's crazy. It wants to do this. Knight B3. Oh my god. That's crazy. So hard to do after when the pawn's already on B3. Okay. But A4 was fine. And A5 was okay. And this did provoke a weakness from black. Yeah, knight C3 was best. So instead of A6, it's recommending any other move. Like bishop E7. And I probably would have pushed again. But yeah, this was what the computer recommends for black here. But I'm content with this position. So E5 was a mistake. Yeah, because knight A4 is strong now. So instead it's recommending... What's the big difference here, though? Not entirely sure. Okay, so I took... So this was good. Yeah, so the knight b6 was okay, but this was better. Knight c5. Queen g4 was best, and we are winning here. And then Vivek suggested queen e6, which the computer likes, but the best move here is knight e6. And I didn't like that. Well, I didn't calculate everything, but I didn't like it because of queen d7. Wow. So queen g5 is now an idea because we're on the rook. And so if he moves that rook somewhere, then it's suggesting to take, and then we win a pawn. And the best move here is actually h3, just simply defending the queen. And then if rook e8, we can again do that. Oh, that's so simple. I didn't want to waste too much time, but we can just simply defend the pin. And then his rook is kind of overloaded. Okay, moving on. So this was a blunder. And then I thought we would be okay here. But it says we're not. Every move is winning. I didn't see bishop e7, but every move is winning. I saw this shot. Hello cats play chess. Queen e8. I don't know. I don't know. I thought I would be okay here. I don't know. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't play this in a tournament game, I don't think, but yeah, here I thought I would be okay. So yeah, I didn't like that. Bishop d4, not the top move. It's suggesting knight e6. I don't know why I didn't really... I don't even know if I considered this. Yeah, so he can't go there. He's got to defend the fork. And then it just wants to trade. I don't know why I didn't consider. Maybe I didn't want to get too fancy because I did just win a pawn. But yeah, knight e6 would have made more sense. D4 I considered, but I don't know. I thought I didn't really like creating this backward e pawn. Okay, and then this was all fine. Not really anything to say about here. And this is winning though. Well, actually, winning is. I don't know if I can use that. Yeah, because it's like plus 1.5. We'll say White had the advantage here, but yeah, this might even be a. This is actually with perfect play probably a draw, plus 1, and you know. Now here, computer might be able to etch out a win with 1.5. But back here, it's 0.8. Queen g5. Yeah, so my approach of just not allowing any counterplay was good. This is the best move, b4. Because I was actually considering e4 and like letting him take and then pushing. Well, that would hang mate, but you get the idea. Like, let's just say he can't mate me here. Let's just say, I don't know. Well, it's not the best example, but again, let's say he can't mate me. But I just didn't want to give him counterplay. But like queen and pawn ending, you don't want to give any counterplay. So I just defended and then played here. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Coming up on 2 hours. So my first stream in like 4 or 5 days. I've just been super busy with work. Haven't had any time to play chess. And then, yeah, I decided to jump in. So I don't want to leave the channel for too long. Did Puzzle Streak. Did it on the first attempt, which is nice. But it took me, I forget how long, maybe 40 minutes. But there were a couple of difficult puzzles in there. Then I played 3 games, lost the first game. No, I wasn't sick, but that's a good guess. I usually am sick. Yeah, first game I lost. I think it was a time issue. Yeah, it was a clock issue. Second game was a clock issue, and I was completely winning that, but just got flagged. And then third game was the second bird of the night, which I won. Oh yeah, I was going to look at my. So this isn't finished updating, which is too bad, because I wanted to see my score with the bird, but I think I'm scoring about 50% with it right now, which is not bad considering I've played like 8 games in the bird and I'm already scoring 50%. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Over the next few days, I should be streaming regularly again. Work should slow down a little bit. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. See you next time.